Welcome to the Taking Care of Tutu podcast. I'm your host, Meg Obanoff, and today we're so excited to have our guests, Maurer and Emily Stauffer from Assistance Dogs in Hawaii.
Welcome.
Yes, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
We're so excited to have you. And I see there's somebody else on the podcast. Who is this other being on the podcast?
This is Faith. She is a 7-week-old Labrador Golden Cross. She's just taken a nap, so she's a little sleepy. But she's one of our in training.
Oh, wonderful. And so tell me all about Assistance Dogs in Hawaii. Tell me your origin story and what you do.
Oh, that's a long story, but I'll try to make it brief. We started the program 25 years ago, and it's just been growing and expanding ever since. When my husband and I started the program, our mission was to train dogs for people with spinal cord injuries, specifically adults. And then over the years, the program has grown to include people with all kinds of disabilities that limit their mobility. And now about half of our recipients are children with disabilities.
Tell us about the training, because I mean,
Sure.
I can already tell, because that dog behind you resembles my dog in appearance, but not in demeanor. So you're doing something that's significant.
Yes. So the training starts very early. And like we talked about earlier, it's really about the breeding and making sure we have the calm and confident dogs are the ones that we're breeding. So we need to have the best of the best pups. So whether we also get them from some organizations on the mainland that we partner with as well that are also Assistance Dogs International accredited, like we are. But that's the biggest part of it, is getting the genetics right. But then also, of course, we're starting very early in their training. So these guys, we've had the litters here on campus. We actually start as soon as their eyes open. They start training. So we wait for them to sit until they get pet or talked to. They have to sit to get their food, and they eat in little individual pens. So then, these last weeks or so, now that they're 8 weeks old, they're starting leash training and sits and downs and stands and outings in public. So our dogs go through 4 phases of training. So the first is kindergarten. So that's 8 weeks to 6 months. So that's when 8 weeks they go out with a puppy raiser. That's a volunteer who dedicates their time to train the pup. With our guidance, we do twice a month classes with them. And then we also do our visits with them. So twice a month they come to campus, they learn from us, and then also do some visits out in public. So they do just basic training those first couple months, the sits, the downs, and everything. Then they have basic training also with their puppy raiser, which is 6 months to a year, where they're just really refining everything. So we want them really, on the left side and perfect, sits and downs, so that they're the least obtrusive out in public. But their puppy raisers take them everywhere for their first year. They go to grocery stores and doctor's offices and all kinds of places. So it's work, but they do great things. And then at a year, they come back to us here on campus, and that's what we call advanced training. So that's when we go over stuff they've learned. Their kindergarten basic, refine that, but then we introduce a lot more advanced stuff. So like the retrieving items, tugging open doors, pushing doors closed, all that. And we really get to see what the dog likes to do. And then, we also do visits and snuggles like they would do in the hospital as well. And then also temperament testing to see how they do as well. And then once we can see, this dog really likes to snuggle, maybe, not service, or they're more of a one-person dog and that they do really well as a service dog, we start, specializing their path.
And then, Mo, tell us, I want to talk about your pup and also about your fundraiser coming up.
Yes, we're very excited to be celebrating our 25th anniversary for Assistance Dogs of Hawaii on February 15th. We're having our annual gala at the Four Seasons. So we're excited about that. And then
When ones to attend that, how do they do that?
I think there's limited tickets still available, but if
Oh,
anyone's
wow. You guys are almost sold out? Amazing.
actually sold out quite a while ago, but and now that we're getting closer, there's a few seats opening up. So people can call our office to see about getting tickets.
Amazing. Okay. And the purpose of the fundraiser is to raise money to do what with?
Yes, the fundraiser provides over half of the annual support for our programs. So it's really an important night for us, and it allows us to place the dogs and lifetime follow-up support free of charge.
Amazing. Okay. And then the book. What's the name of the book?
Yeah, so we have a book called Wonder Dogs. This is a picture of Tucker. He worked at Kapi'olani Children's Hospital for about 10 years, helping the community there.
They'll go through and cut the coffee.
Each chapter is a story about a different puppy in our program and how they found their calling in life. And it's really inspiring stories about the people who have overcome challenges with the help of their dogs.
Great. And tell us the name of the book again.
The book is called Wonder Dogs.